morning, guys. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. This is Lord. I'm going to do a makeup look today, and I'm going to talk about my favorite, not my favorite, but a couple of things I watched this week. So I'm going to get into it now. Next to my pore filling primer is called LA Pro Prep HD Color Correcting Face Primer, 1 fluid ounce, 30 milliliters. Treat your skin to this outer velvety oil 3 primer. Can you see it? Okay, there's the camera. I'm going to try to link it down below. I did upload a video on Avatar about, I think, an hour ago. I'm just going to rub this into my face. I hope everybody's having a good morning. So I watched Under the Bridge. Now, if you don't know what Under the Bridge is, it's a show on Netflix that is about this 14-year girl who gets murdered under the bridge because of some, well, I wouldn't say misunderstanding. Okay, the program is based off a real life killing that happened in 1997 by a 14-year girl in British Columbia, Canada, where she was murdered under the bridge by a group of friends, simply because she was fat and she didn't quite fit in because she was Indian. Her name was Rina Virk. Okay, I'm using this 36-hour match natural skin fit me comfort beauty in shade 219 breathable lasting. I think so. And so she obviously the show is dramatized, no doubt about that. It's dramatized for certain elements, but I'm going to talk about the show. So any inconsistencies, so if there are any inconsistencies, it's because I'm not basing it off the true story. Right, let's get that disclaimer out. I'm not basing it off her true stories. Okay, I can't find my, what do you call it, my concealer. Right. So, having said that, let's get into the story. So, Work and her parents have moved. I don't have moved. According to the story, they've been living in British Columbia for a while, and is it blue on this thing? Oh my God, it's blue on this thing. Let me just check. Oh yeah, this is blue. Okay, let me just do something. I'm gonna wipe it off. Just wipe it off. I'm gonna start again. We're not going to use the. You have to use the brush. We're gonna use this puff thing. It's gonna take longer, but it's fine. So anyway, Lindenberg is 14 years old. She lives in a very strict, I think it's according to the story, Jehovah Witnesses type of um, household. She's the eldest of 3 children, a sister and a brother, and she so badly wants to fit in with her friends that she starts doing pretty much weird stuff. Um, when I say weird stuff, I mean that she runs away from home. She causes unnecessary trouble, and what's the point? She actually gets her father in jail for sexual abuse so she can join the group. So she meets these girls. Uh, God, I can't remember their names now. I don't want to because it's very, I don't like being attached. But there's this group of girls in a group home, and she wants to be just like them. According to her, they have more freedom than she does, and they're more popular. And she really wants to be popular. That's her stick. That's her whole identity. Is that she wants to be just like her friends. She's tired of being um, punished for listening to music and being told that being born technically is a sin, and because she didn't ask to be born, and typical teenage stuff. And I can get where she's coming from because her parents are quite strict, and I don't think that's a good idea to be too strict. I think you have to be disciplined towards your children, but I don't think if you take it too far, you can cause them to rebel. So you have to have a balance in life, which the first family did not have, especially with Lena. She's very close to her uncle, and there's this one girl that's friend. I don't remember the names. If I remember the names, I will link the names down below, but I don't think I will remember. And so anyway, she ends up in this group home after accusing her father of rape and molestation, because she's not, and it started a gang, but she's not invited into this gang, right? Which kind of pisses her off, because like technically, why can't she be part of this gang? Um, and she noticed right away that she's not really fitting. She's not white. She's Indian. She's not really fitting into this aesthetic of the British. But understand it's 1997, so they weren't very welcoming to foreigners, even though they themselves are foreigners on that land. Uh, the way the program is done, it's very sinister. So you can tell something bad is going to happen. You just don't know what. If you haven't watched it before, you don't know what's going to happen. And it's two cops, and then um, there's these cops who don't believe that Rina is missing, right? So the program starts off with them looking for Rina's body, or Rina, because she's been missing for 3 or 4 days, right? That's the main plot line. So they call them big girls. The big girls are the teenage girls who go missing by running away, and they don't really spend time on it, right? And there's this cop. She's the first technically female cop. She's on First Nations descendants, and she wants to prove herself, right? But she still believes in this big theory that the girl just ran away, and they prove her theory by saying that she's run away before. She's always come back. But the uncle saying, yeah, but she never runs away without telling him where she went, goes. So anyway, so anyway, I was just saying, they don't want to believe her because most of the girls ran away in that place, right? Where I put my concealer and add more concealer. So it's Friday night. Okay, I know I'm jumping from one end to the end, but it's Friday night, the night Nina disappears. And at first she wasn't invited to the party. Right? They were having a party at the shoreline beach, but she wasn't invited because, you know, in my opinion, they weren't good friends. They were overtly and covertly bullying her, but she didn't want to see that thing because she so badly wanted to fit in. So she didn't get invited. She got upset. She stole this girl's address book and started making phone calls and making like untoward. She was gossiping, which I think, like I said, I'm not sure entirely sure she did in real life, but in the program she causes gossip, right? Which, in my opinion, is stupid, right? So anyway, she causes trouble and she phones, and it's okay until a certain point. Okay, at a certain point, she phones the guy she likes, and she tells this guy that this girl has AIDS, and she still gives her name and asks him to go out with her. That's how desperate she is to be liked by these people. Not thinking anything about it, thinking that she could take on these girls, right? Because her one friend was Dusty. Um, yeah. So, uh, she and Dusty decided to form their own gang because Dusty told her they're only using her to irritate Tina, right? So they decided they're going to stick with each other. Just passes too hard. make their own gang, but in the end, Dusty betrays them. So, whatever that's supposed to be like. So anyway, she gets she gets a phone call at the house. She's invited to this party, which is strange, but she accepts and she goes. So they decide to beat her up, right? That's the whole thing. So the one girl burns her with a cigarette on the forehead. And then they chase her and she gets to the phone booth and she's coming home because she just realized that Dusty's not on her side anymore. And Dusty's on his girl's side, right? But they don't let her go. They take her under the bridge where they beat her up. Like for like I think they say to according to them it's less than a minute. So they just can't believe that that she's missing. And she starts calling all these people from the party to question them. And then she sees on the CCTV footage that Lena walks away from the bridge. So they cut the investigation short and let everybody go. So her father gets angry with her because she took it too far. Because she so badly wants this position and to prove that she deserves this position because she's a woman, that she unnecessarily went out of her way. That Lena is gonna run away. Um, the program is very cinematic, so it's very dark and ominous, and there's a lot of blues and reds and blacks and greys to give you that feeling of eeriness. The acting is really good. You won't tell it you're actually watching a program, so that's a good thing I think. But I would advise you to like read the case and to watch the program. I'm just going off the program. So anyway, she walks away, but you can see she's stumbling a bit. Anyway, they can't find any more CCTV footage about her. So they technically think, okay, she ran away, she's embarrassed, or whatever, so she doesn't come home. But something doesn't sit right with the cop. Like, it doesn't seem okay, but it doesn't also not seem okay at the same time. At this point, the cop's friend, ex-girlfriend, so the cop is lesbian, right? I don't know if she's lesbian in real life, but in the program she's lesbian. And she comes and they rekindle a love story. Now, the person who wrote the book about Rena is the person who's the ex-girlfriend in the program. She's writing a book about this place, the big girl's place. I apologize, I'm jumping over. I'm relating to you the way it's coming into memory. So anyway, I'm not sure what sparks it, but they get to search the girls and everything's lockers. And in one girl's locker, they find a book, and in the book there's drawing of Rena with her head burned up. So these people reinvestigate. Even though the father is skeptical, and he thinks that his daughter is making nothing out of something, he kind of supports her in this endeavor to get justice or whatever, right? So anyway, um, just go over for a second, trying to gather my thoughts. They find Nina's body because one of the people that was there, his girlfriend, unknowingly spills the beans to the officer. Right? She's like, yeah, this shit, I can't help it. He told me this, and this is what I'm going to do about it. You can never get an eyeliner straight, okay? Right? And so she goes to the cops and tells them, well, this is what happened, and create a little bit. And her boyfriend tells her. So according to the boyfriend, they did beat him up, no doubt about that. But and she did walk away. But him and this other girl decided no, they weren't finished with her. So they chased her and brought her back down under the bridge and beat her up again, kicking her, and then they both dragged her to the riverside and forced her head underwater until she stopped bleeding. So these girls try to run away from the law, right? But the law catches up with them and arrests them. So this is the story. She made a rumor because she wanted to be part of their gang. They didn't like the rumor, invited her to a party, attacked her 2 times. The second time she was murdered, right? Do I like the program? Yes. Is it a good watch? Yes. Will you feel frustrated watching it? Obviously. You will feel frustrated because what the hell? You will in some ways not like Lena because she's a little bitch. And I'm sorry, she's a bitch. And she should have been more. I understand the parents are a little bit too strict, but she should have just waited until 6 years to leave her house, right? Like I said before, it's very cinematic. You can tell that something bad is going to happen. There is no doubt about that. You can tell something bad is going to happen. You know, this is forebodingness, and it's something like from Rina's point of view. It's something from her point of view, which gives it a good. It's not a very good source because Rina's technically dead, but for the program it made sense, I guess. It's only 6 episodes long, but it's worth the watch. It is worth the watch. It's very cinematic, it's very eerie, it's very the acting is good. You cannot tell that you are watching a program. So I do suggest that you watch it. I do suggest that you watch it. It's on Netflix. In if you're in South Africa, it's on a thing called HD4MP Media. I'm gonna spend a lot of time contouring. So that's the first program, right? It's called Under the Bridge. It's very good. The children get arrested. They're in jail. There's interviews and stuff on TikTok and on the internet. Uh, you will at some point hate Lila, but you will also feel sympatheticness. You will also understand that it was given from a point of racism, and she also kind of probably knew that from a point of racism. So it's a very heartbreaking case. They're not sure if she was molested, but they found her underwear. She found her pants off with her underwear. They don't know if she was molested, but yeah, Under the Bridge. I think only one season. Then I'm watching the first part of the third season of Bridgerton. Oh my god, you guys! I think you have to watch the carriage scene. The carriage scene is the most. Oh, it is incredible. It really is. It gives you hope. If you're a plus size girl, you will like it. You will feel validated. You will to heal your childhood wounds about your size. I'm really working with India. Um, if you don't know what Britain, recently it's about Penelope and Colin. Main focus is going to be Penelope and Colin. Their love story. So it's a like the other seasons are like enemies to love, birds from pleasure to love. So don't expect any explosiveness. Just expect a lot of tenderness. There's a lot of tenderness in this season. Um, what can I say about Lot? Debling's is bland. Lord Debling's character is extremely bland in more ways you can think of. He doesn't really add to the story. I suppose it's not exactly in the book exactly. I think because he's just a made up character by Shonda Rhimes. So he's not exactly in the book. So that's maybe why he's so bland. But yeah, he doesn't really have any consequence because I think he was just put in there to like spark off Colin's jealousy. Not much happens. It's not like fighting or anything. She does ask him to kiss her, which some people find very weird. Like how can she be so like bored and desperate or whatever? But I think you know what? She shows bravery. She knows what she wanted. She knew what she wanted, and she knew she had a firm belief that she wasn't gonna even go get any further with Colin, and she probably wasn't gonna get married either because of how she looks. So she genuinely believes that it wasn't gonna go any further than that. So she took a plunge and asked him to kiss her. But since he kissed her, he couldn't stop thinking about her. And then obviously the carriage scenes happen, right? I'm not gonna go into detail about the carriage scene, but you will go watch it yourself. But I watched all 4 episodes and I can't wait for 13th of June for the new episodes, right? I'm not a very period type fan, but this I have to watch Penelope and Colin. If you're not a big Bridgerton fan, you're not going to like it. Full stop. If you are a big historical fan, you're not gonna like it because it's not very historically accurate. Like Queen Charlotte is black. There's also plus size girls in the program. Chinese, black. Kate is full blown demo. So, and it's written by Shonda Rhimes. She also wrote Grey's Anatomy. Good, good, good. Very good. And they take your favorite songs and they turn it into um, instrumentals, which is good. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Under the Bridge. I'm a very fast person when it comes to genres and stuff. I don't really discriminate that much. So I enjoy it. For me, Bridgerton is a 10 out of 10. It is very biased, I know, because of Penelope. And Under the Bridge is a 9.5 out of 10. I mean, they could have done it. It was done very good, but it could have been done more. I think they should be more accurate about what happened to Bella. That's just my understanding, and I lost my um, found it again. So I would advise you to watch it after yourself. For yourself. Sorry, what can I say? For yourself, and decide for yourself. But very good programs. If I don't like a program, you won't know. Trust me. If I think a program is stupid, I'll tell you if the program is stupid, not worth watching. And these programs, in my opinion, are worth watching. But if you're an impatient person, I think you should wait for the second part of season 3 before you start watching the first part of season 3. Yeah, just dab everything in. I think it's powder in this one. So yeah, I talk about my two favorite programs. Like it, I love Colin. I know in the beginning I didn't want Colin to be with Penelope because he was a pig, but yeah, no, Lord Devlin isn't much of a match. I thought he was going to be a better match, but he's not. So yeah, we're gonna stick with Colin. I think Colin was just in love with Penelope for a very long time. He just didn't know how to say it because he was scared of what society was going to say about his love for Penelope. That's all I think about. But yeah, if you're expecting a lovers to an enemy to lover story, you're not going to get it. It's a friends to lovers, so there's a very very tender and sweet and all that nonsense. So, yeah, if you are not into tenderness, um, you're not gonna like Jesus season 3. But I'm not gonna lie, I think it's the best season so far. You know, that's my opinion. Just get everything nicely buffed out. Right. And just use my fingers to buff out the edges. I think it's good now. Let me sit back and check. Yeah. So I'm gonna add lipstick, right? um. So I need to get a house. I'm trying to get a house, but I'm struggling with finances. So if you guys can help me get to 2 million subscribers, okay, 1,000, make it no 2,000 subscribers, so I can get to the start making money off this thing. I just dropped my brush. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna add a highlight. Okay, I like my highlights. Let's do the pink one. Okay, so I'm using my hair. And here's the finished look. I don't use eyelashes because of my eyes. I get like really bad infections in my eyes when I use eyelashes. So this is the final look. I hope you'll enjoy it, and please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and share, and help me get to 2 million so I can get some revenue coming.